are back into open session. I want to thank you so much for those of you who waited through this. And we can go ahead and ask the clerk, can you please go ahead and take us to this item?
On item 32, in the case entitled Lonnie Wilmette versus the City of Los Angeles, there is a recommendation to expend as final judgment an amount of $22,518,296.87 plus applicable interest and settlement.
All right, thank you very much. With that, we'll go ahead and open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, that'll be forthwith, an urgent forthwith per Mr. Krikorian. Okay, without objection. So with that, next item, please.
And on item 34, in the case entitled Independent Living Center of Southern California versus the City of Los Angeles, there are recommendations to settle this case as summarized by the city attorney.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and open the roll. Summarize.
The city has agreed to make an average annual expenditure of at least $20 million over a 10-year term of the agreement for either the rehabilitation of current non-compliant housing or the construction of new housing which complies with all applicable state and federal laws. Summarized as follows: creation of an additional 4,000 accessible housing units through a combination of new construction and remediation of existing multifamily housing buildings. The city will also adopt a rigorous protocol involving monitoring and inspections for compliance with Section 504 of the Fair Housing Act and the American with Disabilities Act. The HCID will require all owners and managers of city-assisted housing to adopt and implement uniform marketing and leasing policies compliant with Section 504 and the ADA. Also, in collaboration with Los Angeles County, the city will build upon an existing internet-based registry of affordable housing units to develop an online list of accessible apartments in city-assisted developments. The city will develop and implement a curriculum to train city housing staff, owners, and property managers about their disability rights obligations with respect to assisted housing. Also, the city has agreed to pay plaintiffs $4.5 million in damages and all costs incurred in the litigation. That will be capped at $1 million and subject to documentation. The city has also agreed to pay for the creation of an accessible housing unit plan in an amount not to exceed $600,000 and for the fees and costs of a settlement coordinator and court-appointed monitor. Finally, the council grants the CAO's office and the city attorney's office authority to accept and make payment of a fee award of up to $20 million. This will be paid once an appropriate fee award is determined by the court or as negotiated between the parties.
Okay, with that, we'll go ahead and open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
All right, thank you very much. Next item, please.
That takes council back to item number 17, called Special Bill by Councilmember Blumenfield.
Okay, and we'll go ahead and, do you want to speak on that?
Yeah, the only reason why I called it special, I'm going to vote no, but I'm not trying to sway anybody in a different direction. This is a resolution to oppose a bill, AB 45. I don't see it as preempting us in any way. When I read it, in terms certainly the newest version of the bill, the old version maybe a little bit, you could say, I look at it as a model ordinance bill. I don't think it's worth spending a lot of time on, but since I'm voting no, that's why, and that's it.
Thank you very much. Mr. Koretz.
Thank you, Mr. President. AB 45 was specifically written to undermine local efforts by LA County and other municipalities to enact legislation dealing with sharps and pharmaceuticals. Cities, environmental groups, labor groups, consumer protection groups, and others successfully killed this. However, there's talk of last-minute wording changes resurrecting this legislation. So this is more sort of a good defense being a good offense, and vice versa. So I'm asking that we oppose this as proponents of our zero waste goals and protecting our sanitation workers from needle sticks, et cetera, et cetera. So I ask for an aye vote.
All right, with that, we'll go ahead and open the roll, close the roll, and tabulate the vote. You're just too slow. Okay, we'll go ahead and open the roll again, close the roll, tabulate the vote. Did anybody wish to change
10
their
ayes,
vote?
1 no.
Okay. Didn't record your no vote? Okay, we'll go ahead and correct that as well. And Mr. Fuentes is a no vote. Mr. Kretz.
I ask that we go urgent forthwith with this item, please.
We'll go ahead and do it forthwith. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do it forthwith without objection. Okay, that'll be the order. All right, next item, please.
That takes council to general public comment.
Jose Martinez?